Now this strategy, I am going to show it to you on different time frames to show you that this can work for scalping, for day trading, for swing trading, and also position trading. So we are going to start from a higher time frame so that I can show you how you can implement this strategy over a long period of time with trading, holding your trades probably for a week, 2 weeks, even a month, using just one time frame, which is the monthly chart, and then scaling down maybe to the daily or 4-hour chart for you to get your entries. Before we go any further, the single candlestick strategy works in this way. Let me just do for you guys an illustration here. Okay, so let's use this to draw a candle like this, right? Let me just change this to say a bullish candle. Let's make it all bullish candle. So this is a bullish candle. Let's assume that it has a wick on top. Just want this to be as realistic as possible, guys, right? So let me change this to green so that we can have uniform color. So let us assume that this is our bullish candle. Don't mind about the time frame. You can use this on a monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1-hour chart, 15 minutes. Depends on what you want to do, whether you want to scalp, you want to day trade, you want to swing trade, whatever. So let's assume that this is our candlestick. Now the single candlestick strategy works in this way. What you do is you look for the close of the candle. If it is bullish, let me just make a bearish candle right here so that we have an illustration for both. Yeah, we don't want to just have one-sided illustration. Let's have both representations shown here on the chart so that we can be able to look at it from both bearish and bullish candlesticks. So let me just change the color of this body to red, okay, like this. So let's assume that this is a bearish candle, this is a bullish candle. So the close of a bullish candle is at the top, like here. This is the close of the bullish candle. Just use this black. And this is the close of the bearish candle. So what you want to do, you want to only consider the close of the candles, the close of the candles here. And also, as you're doing this, make sure you are looking at the highs and the lows of those candles like this. Okay, consider the highs and the lows, but keep your eye mostly on the close of those candles. This can be a monthly candle, it can be a weekly candle, it can be a daily candle, depending on which time frame you want to trade. What you're going to do is you're going to only trade within the space below the daily or weekly or whatever candlestick you're trading, below its close, like here, below its close, but above it's a low. You see this line? Let me change this to the color that we always use, purple, and then we'll make it light so that can be clear. You see this purple zone? This is the area where you're going to be looking for entries. Do not enter any trade once the market breaks above or is above the close or breaks above this high line. Once it breaks that high line, skip that day, skip that week, or skip that month, or skip that 4-hour chart or 15-minute candle. Wait for another candle to open, because if you continue waiting for a trade, this might happen. The market might break above the high of that candle, retest around that candle's high, and continue up. The same can happen if you trade below this low. If the wick, for example, the wick of the new candle comes and breaks below the low, stop trading. Don't consider that setup anymore. Wait for the next candle setup, because what might happen, a retest might happen around there, and then the market might go lower. Now the same thing can happen for a bearish market. Now for the bearish market, you want to only trade above the close of the candle but below the high. So you want to only trade within this zone here. Don't trade below this zone here or above that zone. If the market pulls up and breaks above that high line here, don't consider that setup anymore. Leave it to go, because this might happen. The market might continue going up. Or if it comes and breaks below this line here, the previous day's low, before pulling back to give you an entry, if it breaks here, you don't consider that trade anymore, because you might just retest here and continue falling lower. So you skip this and wait for the next setup. Now I'm going to show you an illustration of how you can catch these kind of trades and entries on the monthly chart, on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, 4-hour chart, or whatever time frame you are trading, based on which type of trades you're taking. Are you scalping? Are you day trading? Are you swing trading? This strategy applies to all. So I am going to take you guys onto the chart now here, okay? And then we are going to go to, let me first remove the drawings. Yeah, let me remove the drawing so that we can have a clean chart. So let's start from the monthly chart. For example, I want to hold my trades for a full month. Okay, I want to hold my trades for a full month. You can use this single candlestick strategy to position trade, to day trade, to swing trade. It works across all time frames. Okay, so let's assume, like right now, this is the current monthly chart. You can see that we're on the monthly chart right here. So this is the current monthly candle. This was last month's candle. Okay, so let's strategize on this candle. So we mark it a high like this with that line, mark it low here, then we mark it close, the close of last month's candle right there. Okay, so this gray line here, let's make it blue just to distinguish it, make it clear. So this blue line right here, this is last month's close on the bullish candle for last month. Now we want to enter trades and hold those trades for a full month. Assume this current candle has not yet printed and we've marked out this candle and we're looking for entries for this current month. This is how we place our entries. Now look at the zone where we're going to trade. We're going to trade between the close of that monthly candle and the low, like here. Okay, so we can see that the market has not crossed below this low line and it has not crossed above this high line before giving us an entry. You see that it first gave us this wick here within the purple zone, this wick, before pushing up. So this wick here is what we are going to trade or get entries on lower time frames so that we can hold our trade for a full month. Okay, so we go now to the 4-hour chart. We're looking for entries here on the 4-hour chart. Okay, you can also look for entries on the 1-hour chart, but the 4-hour chart is better for you to look for entries. So around this purple area here, you see this blue line here, this blue line here, it represents the close of last month's candle. Okay, so we are looking for entries to go long below this blue line right here. We're looking for entries below this blue line. So any candlestick confirmation around here below the blue line but within the purple zone, any candlestick formation here will give us an entry to go long. So let's look for an entry here and see whether we would get a good entry. The entry point, someone asked me, do you only consider 3 white soldiers or 3 black crows or whatever? No, just consider a candlestick formations that give you a confirmation, whether it is a bullish engulfing, whether it's a bearish engulfing, whether it is a 3 white soldiers, whether it is a bullish pennant, bearish pennant. Any chart pattern that appears within the zone of interest is what you consider for it to place an entry. It can even be a doji, it can be anything. Here, what we are looking for is market structure and candlestick formations to give us an entry around this area for us to take a trade for the monthly chart. So what candlestick formations are we looking for? Looking for momentum candlestick formations or rejection candlesticks for us to go long. Now here we don't see any. As the market drops down here, we don't see any. You can see we have a bearish candle here, we don't take that trade. We have another bearish engulfing, we don't take that trade. Here we have a bullish engulfing here. Let's see if we took an entry at this bullish engulfing right here, like here after it closed, where would our stop loss be? Our stop loss is always going to be at the previous low, which is this area here. You can see that this is the low that we are considering as a previous low. Okay, to the left, this is the low we are considering, because you can see to the left that there is market structure forming higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, a higher low here, equal high, higher low, higher high. Then there's a low here. You can see that that's a structure point, okay, where the market bounced from. That is why I am considering that area to be a low where we could put our stop loss. You can also put your stop loss, if you want to be very safe, you can put your stop loss below the purple area down here like this, but that stop loss is very wide. It's a stop loss of 300 pips, but 300 pips on a monthly chart is not much because you're holding this trade for a month. Let's consider this, okay, consider this as a stop loss area, and now we move this to a 1 to 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Let's do 1 to 2 like this. So we are going to consider holding this trade to take profit. You can see that this trade is actually moving. It has already reached a 1-to-1 on a monthly basis. Okay, so we're holding this trade for a full month or even 2 months until we reach our take profit. So this is how you get your entry from a monthly candlestick, just one monthly candlestick. Come down to the 4-hour chart and get your entry. Then you can hold this long term as a swing trade. You asked me for how to enter on a swing trading basis using one candlestick formation, and this is how you do it. Now let me remove this line, remove the drawings, and then we can go down to say the weekly chart. Okay, let's use the weekly chart and see if we get a trade. That was a monthly entry for a monthly candlestick. Now this is the one for the weekly. We're going to look at the one for the weekly to show you that this strategy works on any time frame and any type of trading that you want to do, whether scalping, day trading, swing trading, or position trading, depending on the time frame where you're getting your single candlestick. Now here we are looking at a weekly chart, so we are looking to hold this trade for only 1 week. Okay, for 1 week, that's a swing trade. Okay, so we are going to look at the last week's candle, which is this bullish candle. We do the same thing. Mark it's a high. This is it's a high. Market, make sure it's precise on the tip. Then mark it's a low, and then we are going to look for its close, which is this area right here. Guys, this strategy is going to change your life, going to make you a very, very, very good trader if you just follow the rules I'm showing you. So this area here, this purple area right here, this is the area where you're going to be looking for your entries. This purple area, look for entries only in this purple area. So now on the weekly chart, we are going to look for our entries on the 1 hour chart. Okay, go to the 1 hour chart, then we look for entries on the 1 hour chart. Now on the 1 hour chart, you can see where we would get our entries. You can see that this blue line right here, that is the close of the weekly candle. So we are going to be looking for trades below this blue line right here. Below this blue line, you can see this blue line here. Okay, and within the purple zone, we look for entries within the purple zone. So what entries are we seeing here? So you can see we don't take any entries here. We wait for the market to pull back down below the blue line right here, and then we're going to look for candlestick formations around here to go long. So what candlestick formations did we see here? We saw here a very good bullish engulfing. You can see this very nice bullish engulfing. This would be a very good trade. We could just enter our trade after the close of that bullish engulfing. Our stop loss can be at the previous low, which is this one here, right here. Okay, or we can have our stop loss at also this previous low, or we can put our stop loss below the purple zone. Any you choose, but if you put it below the purple zone, that will be safer. These others are more aggressive and tighter stop losses. So we're only looking for a 1 to 2. Okay, so you can see that this one achieved its 1 to 2 very fast. However, you can trade and hold this trade for a full week. For a full week, like right now, the week is still playing out. The market is still open. Okay, it has just opened. So you can hold this trade for 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 until the week closes, as you trail your stop loss into profit. Okay, so this is the way you trade it on the weekly. You can also do this on the daily, 4 hour, and other time frames. Just use the same criteria. Okay, let's try and see if we can get an entry for scalping on the let's use the 1 hour chart. Okay, we use the 1 hour chart, right? Let's use this 1 hour chart which we've been on, to see if we can get any scalp trades. Okay, so on the 1 hour chart, you can see that this candle here was a bearish candle. So we put our high on it, we put our low on it. Right now that this one is playing out. Okay, so you can see that this current candle right now is pulling up within the purple zone. But before we draw the purple zone, we have to draw the close. This is the blue line showing the close of that red candle. Okay, and the purple zone is above that close but below the high. So we draw a purple zone right here. Okay, let me draw a purple zone right here. Okay, so right now we are within the trading area for the 1 hour chart. Okay, so we are now going to go down to the 5-minute chart to look for entries around there. Let's look at it now. You can see that the market right now is pulling up within the purple zone. You can extend the purple zone in front. You can see the market is pulling up into the purple zone. So we are only going to be looking for entries within this purple zone. If we get like a bearish engulfing candle within this, then we can enter our trade. For example, if this market pulls up here and gives us a bearish engulfing, then we can enter our trade and target a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever risk to reward ratio trades. That's what we'll be targeting on this trade. But we wait for it to form candlestick formations within this purple zone. So we can place entry here. Our stop loss will be at that high, and our take profit will target a 1 to 2, which can be just the previous day's low. So you can see that you can scalp this market right now. AUD USD, you can take a trade when it comes back up here and gives you some formations within the purple zone for you to take a scalp trade and hold it maybe for 30 to 40 minutes here to take profit. Guys, I don't want to make the videos so long, but I think you get the idea. You can go try this even on the 30 minutes chart. You can still get entries. This is the only one candle strategy that you need to use or implement in your trading for you to be able to see yourself succeeding. Remember guys, as you're watching this content and seeing this value that I'm providing for you guys, do leave a like on the videos, subscribe to the channel, and also give me your comments down below. I really enjoy reading your comments and I take my time to reply to each and every comment, guys. And also you can join this channel, become a member of this channel for just a very small fee of like $1, $1.50 a month for you to have a special badge to your comment. When you comment, you'll get a special badge to your name. Thank you guys for your support. If you have any further questions, drop them in the comment section down below. Thank you for your support. Till next time, peace and out, guys.